Lately, I've been starting my mornings with a walk. It's nothing dramatic, just a quiet ritual of letting my body move and letting my thoughts fall into rhythm with my steps. Sometimes I end up on the same stretch of road where wildflowers grow stubbornly between gravel and grass, and there's something about being near them that feels like returning home. I notice how each flower is different. Some are bold, some are soft, some barely visible, yet they bloom beside each other peacefully. They don't compete, they don't compare, they don't try to change. When someone stops to admire just one, none of the others try to be anything else. And that quiet confidence of simply existing has taught me something about being. I grew up hearing that beauty is found in compassion, honesty, and humility. And while I've come to believe that's true, I also know how hard it is to live that truth when you are buried under layers of fear, pain, and self doubt. Sometimes even kindness feels unreachable when you are still learning how to be kind to yourself. I've heard comments from people about my body being chubbier now, about my skin when my pimples showed and left black marks on my face, even about my teeth. Some were subtle, some meant to hurt, and for a long time they worked. They made me shrink, made me try to erase the parts of me that someone else didn't find pleasing. Eventually, I began to crawl out of that hole, not through sudden confidence, but through quiet, consistent compassion toward myself. I realized I didn't need to love every detail to live in peace with who I was. What mattered most was understanding that I'm not a collection of flaws, I'm a whole being, constantly becoming. Even the parts I once wished away are part of the story I carry with grace and pride now. These days, I see clearly other people's comments only carry weight if I choose to hold them. Their perception only matters if I let it shape mine. And that's where my power lives, in choosing not to let someone else's judgment become my truth. I no longer chase perfection. What I seek now is peace. The flowers beside the road don't bloom flawlessly. Some are lopsided, sunburned, or bent from the rain, but they bloom anyway. They still belong, and so do I. fast and noticeable. But lately it's been just one thing: walking. One small decision each morning that reminds me I'm alive. And when it's hard to go out, I remember how good it felt yesterday. So that memory becomes my reason to go again. There is a quiet joy in simply noticing the soft sound of gravel, the early sun slicing through the leaves, the warm smile of a construction worker or children as I pass by. Those small things remind me there's still so much good waiting to be seen. Maybe beauty isn't a look at all. Maybe it's a feeling. The comfort of being real with someone. The warmth that lingers after a kind word. The light in your eyes when you are talking about something you love. Those are the moments when beauty feels undeniable. There's one famous quote from Steve Maraboli that says, "There's nothing more rare nor more beautiful than a woman being unapologetically herself." So I don't think beauty is something we chase. I think it's something we return to, something that was already there. Like the wildflowers, we don't need to prove ourselves. We just need to remember that we were made to bloom gently in our own time. We spend so much time trying to be beautiful, but I wonder what might happen if we spend that time trying to be kind, trying to be present, trying to be soft with others and with ourselves. That kind of beauty doesn't fade, it leaves a mark. Another famous quote from Maya Angelou says, "People will forget what you said and forget what you did, but never forget how you made them feel." Like a flower that blooms quietly, even when no one's watching, that's the kind of beauty I want. Not performative, not polished, just true, just steady. The kind that stays with people long after the moment has passed. I've been working on my vertical garden. There's not much done yet. I've never been much of a garden person, to be honest. And these plants were left behind by people who are very dear to me. And caring for these plants has opened something in me. The plants don't rush. They grow slowly with water, with sun, with air and soil. And most days you barely see change, but then one day, a new leaf, a soft bloom. They teach me that slow growth is still growth, that beauty unfolds, whether or not anyone is watching. And the more I pay attention, the more I see that nothing needs to be rushed. If you made it till the end of this video, thank you so much for sharing this time with me. If you feel like it, please leave a comment, a like, or a subscribe. It really helps my channel. But there's absolutely no pressure, only if it feels right for you. So let's connect. I'd love to grow this space slowly, with kindness, honesty, and with people who find meaning in the small things.